If you grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s, you'll recognize browser and flash games as a pivotal part of a childhood experience in gaming. Today, me and my best friend Riley are going to discuss games such as Happy Wheels, Run 2, and Roblox, and see how our conversation went from this
Dude, Happy Wheels is
Oh
such
my
a
God.
banger, dude.
to this.
If I drink this Among Us potion at
3 a.m.
what will happen?
Oh God.
Let's hop on in today's video.
Do you remember all the classic Flash games back in the day? You know, free titles that you could just hop on your computer in the middle of homework, just click and play. It's so easy to go on ahead and do and play. I remember those, and today I'm joined with my main man, the monkey man himself, Riley. And today,
What's up, everybody? And let me just tell you, I remember those days too, and they were phenomenal.
absolutely phenomenal. And you just released your video going over Run 2. And so
I did. Yep.
tell me a bit about how Run affected you growing up and how great of a game it truly was.
Well, Run 2, I will say, was one of the very first games that I remember that the whole school was playing. I remember going to whenever we went to the computer lab, everyone was just playing Run 2, racing to try to beat each other in Run 2. Would quickly minus it out if a teacher was coming by, the classic, and just be back on their work. I just remember those days, and it was just so fun. And I don't remember how I came up with the idea. I think I was thinking I wanted to play an old game that I hadn't played in a while, and Run 2 just like came in my head because me and my brother actually just played Run 1 recently. So I was like, all right, I gotta make Run 2 a video. It's too good not to, and it'll be fun to go back. And it was fun. I will say there were some levels that were kind of making me rage a little bit, but it was overall really fun walk down memory lane.
And so tell me, are you skates on or skates off?
I will say I was more of a runner back in the day, so when I was trying to do it on skate for the video, and I was not as familiar with the levels probably as someone else who maybe had done skate a lot. So it took me a little bit longer probably, but yeah, I was more of a runner for sure, just because I preferred it to be a little bit easier. I was like, oh, I can't do it on skate; it's too hard.
I felt like skate was always the difficulty, like the medium difficulty mode for it. But I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
it can be hard depending on.
it's a little different. And then I jumped right on Run 3 after I did Run 2, and I'm not gonna lie, it was just it was just easier. It just felt a lot easier when I was playing that one
So
compared to Run.
that reminds me, did you ever play the impossible to complete games? Like you can
Like
never.
the impossible quiz or whatever?
Yes, all those ones. I
Yes,
remember
dude.
there was the impossible quiz. There were like the impossible games where it was like you can't reach the end of this point or something like that. And there's like all these obstacles and things that
Yes,
I
dude.
remember I would sit down there for hours and try to complete it.
Bro, Jacksepticeye's videos were like my best friend on those. Like if I could not get through some of those questions, I just had to like watch a video and figure some of those out because they were more like trick questions. Some of them you had to like click the question number, like they wasn't part of the puzzle actually.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of them were like trick questions, so you had to think about them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, and then coolmathgames.com, dude, the home of so many classic
So many classic
titles.
games I grew up playing.
Then there was like the acceptable ones for school that you were able to play in class, like the taxi one where you did like math and stuff like that.
Yep, yep.
Then there was always the way better ones like lava. What was it? Fire.
Oh, Fireboy and Water Girl.
Yeah, Fireboy and Water
Yep.
Girl. I keep on wanting to
Fireboy
mix
and
it up
Water.
with the movie.
Yeah,
Shark
yeah,
Boy
fair
and
enough.
Lava Girl.
Lava Girl, yeah. Another banger.
That reminds me of the stupid scene where it's like, oh my gosh, it's the guy from Spy
It's
Kids 3, dude.
yeah. Oh my god.
I'm the guy.
That movie is so good, dude.
And then he just gets absolutely annihilated. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
like coolmathgames.com had so many bangers. Run
Oh
2,
yeah.
the
The Papa
Papa,
Pizzeria
yeah,
game.
whatever the pizza one was. I can never
Yeah,
remember the
yeah.
name of it because pizza place.
Yeah.
I don't want to rep Papa John's out here. But
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I always mix it up with Papa John's.
But there
What
was,
else was there? There's a lot of good ones. Wheelie, Snail Bob. I think those
ooh,
were on there at
do you
some point.
remember what was it? Oh, the game, uh, shoot. They
Toot.
used to play it all. No, they used to play it all the time on YouTube. But it was shoot, Jacksepticeye would play it. It was the one where you'd hop on it and you'd try to get through like obstacle courses as like a guy on a pogo stick or like a guy on
Oh,
the
Happy Wheels.
Happy Wheels, dude. How did I blank
Happy
on that, dude?
Wheels.
Happy Wheels is
Oh
such
my
a
god,
banger, dude. That has
dude.
to go into your classic playlist, dude.
Oh my god, for real. Oh my gosh, dude, that hit a nostalgia. I didn't even thought about Happy Wheels when I was thinking of nostalgia games. I gotta do Happy Wheels as a video. Oh man, I played so much Happy Wheels.
All the time, dude. So
I
much
love that.
fun. There were some hard levels in there, and there were some really fun ones. But Happy Wheels
Yeah.
definitely hit. I used to play
Oh
like this
yeah.
old Flash like Sonic game back in the day. That was like,
Really?
it was based off of like the Sonic Advanced titles, so it had like all the sprites and stuff from them, but it they did like original levels, that kind of stuff. You had characters you could unlock. You had like a passcode system, so that like if you were logging back in, you could go on ahead and pick up where you had left off and different things
Oh,
like
dude,
that. Like
that's so nice.
it was really fun. I cannot
That's actually
remember the name of it off the top of my head, but like I just
yeah,
remember it as Flash Sonic.
yeah.
But there were so, oh dude, the stinking the Mario games where it would be like,
Impossible Mario game or
yes,
whatever. Yeah,
Impossible
dude. I was
Mario.
thinking about that when you started talking about Sonic. Yeah. Oh my
Those
god,
were
those are so
so
fun.
good. And
They're
just
so
sit,
rage inducing. Yeah.
oh
What?
dude, it's like, bro, are you kidding me?
I could
Ah,
never get past like the first level.
I could get past like the
Oh
first level,
no.
but then I'd get like halfway through and I would just get so pissed off, man.
Yeah, you
Like
just had to get off.
so, yeah, I had to get off. I raged a lot as a kid, but that's
Same.
why I would just go on ahead and pull up Roblox and play that
Yeah.
instead. I know that's not a flash game, but
But
it's a
but it's kind
classic,
of a
dude.
classic. Yeah,
Dude,
we should talk about like Club Penguin. I remember that Club Penguin is
oh,
banger, dude. I love Club Penguin.
dude, Club Penguin.
Rest in peace.
Although
Oh
there is like remade
goodness.
ones where there are like fan
Yeah, I
servers
heard
and
of that.
stuff like that, and I played that after it originally had shut down, and those are pretty fun because there isn't like all the pay to wins. Like there wasn't all like you didn't have to pay a monthly membership or different things like that, which was kind of bum about the original one. It's like
Yeah,
we're kids, we don't make money, and I don't want to. My
exactly.
dad's not
Yeah,
gonna sit here. He's gonna be like, "Why are you trying to zap my credit card for your Club Pengu?"
exactly. Your Club Penguin food to feed your Club Penguins. Like, I'm not paying money for
Dude,
that.
Webkins, dude, feeding all
Oh
the
my
web.
god, dude. I had a couple Webkins, dude. Oh man, I loved Webkins too. That
Another
was
one that
banger.
was a banger online, but it also tried to get you to spend money as a
Wizards
kid.
101.
Ooh, that's a
Is that what you were
classic,
gonna
dude.
say? That's another
Uh,
classic though.
that's
Go ahead, say
another
what you would.
classic. I didn't play that
That
one as
is.
much, but did you play that one a lot?
I played that one actually a decent amount, but I will say it was kind of like the same with Club Penguin yet, where they were more about paying money for stuff. So it was free originally, but not really. But once you got to a certain point, you had to pay to go to a new location. Like I would get to a tournament, say,
Oh,
get the membership or whatever to continue on, and that's where I stopped because no one would give me money to pay for the
yeah,
membership
because
or
you're a
whatever it was.
kid,
So
so
I was,
there's no
yeah, but yeah,
progressing. So,
exactly.
Pop Tropica, dude. Do you remember?
Oh
Oh,
my
dude, Pop
god!
Tropica
It
was.
just left. I think club. It just left like Cool Math or something. But it's or it just no. It left its website, but it's going on to Cool Math Games or something.
Oh,
I just
really?
yeah
Nice.
yeah. But that yeah. But I love Pop Shopka, dude. So
That
many.
was a
That was
class.
fun.
So many
Oh
good, and it's like I never thought like of myself as a PC gamer or anything like that because frankly, I mean, I only growing up, I only had a home computer and the PCs at school that I'd use. And so it's like,
exactly.
all right, what games can we play through the browser itself that you don't have to download onto any sort of device because that gets your
Right.
parents salty. You know, obviously school systems have the
Iris.
administrator
Iris.
block and crap like that.
Yep.
Yeah, parents, they don't give me a virus.
I think
Steam's
everything's gonna give you a
Steam's gonna
virus.
give me a virus. That doesn't sound safe. And it's like that is
Yeah.
the only, I mean, nowadays they have different game launchers, but it's like that is the safest place to get games, period,
Yeah.
is Steam. and it's
Oh my god.
I don't know about the safest overall, but I would say that it's like you're not gonna get a virus by downloading Steam and getting games. That's ridiculous,
Yeah,
preposterous. But
seriously.
yes, so that's what restricted me, and I'm assuming you as well, from getting
Yep.
into a lot of PC gaming growing up. So a lot of it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys as well, were restricted to browser games and
Yep.
Flash titles and different things like that. And I mean, they have such a special spot in our hearts. And I mean, they were legendary. I mean, I can think of so many hours that I sunk into playing Roblox. I mean,
Oh my god,
playing
dude.
the knockoff Call of Duty maps and stuff like that with
Yep.
zombies, playing the knockoff multiplayer, doing the survive the disasters,
Oh my god,
all the
dude.
horror ones like what is it? Escape Area 51.
All the
Um,
escape games, the
yes,
obbies, I remember playing them too.
obbies, roller coasters, tycoons,
So many great, so many games.
so many great titles on just Roblox
Yeah,
alone. And then
honestly.
yeah, it really felt like there were just so many phenomenal games that we were able to. Oh, the Stickman Henry games.
Oh my. Wait, what? Stickman? What?
The
Henry?
Stickman Henry, or the
Yeah, Henry the Stickman. Henry the
yeah
Stickman
Henry the
games. Yeah,
Stickman,
yeah.
or
You have to like escape
escape
jail or
the
whatever.
yeah, or it's like I think it's what
Um,
is it?
escape. The jewel heist one.
Yeah,
I
Jewel
remember
Heist, Escape the Prison.
escape the
There's the
prison, escape
airship
the bank. I
one.
think
Yeah,
airship. Yep, airship. And
there's
then
the
I can't
Top
remember the last one.
Hatters.
Completing the mission. Completing the
Completing
mission
the
is the very
mission.
last one.
Do you remember the Top Hatters, dude?
Oh my god, the top hat. Yeah, yeah. Oh my
So
god,
good.
man, those games are so fun.
That was
Do you ever play
so much.
Riddle School? Riddle School?
No, I didn't. What was that all about?
Riddle School. Those games, I remember playing those a lot. Those are fun. Those were like so. They were kind of like escape games. You were started in a school, and then you would just solve like riddles, collect stuff off the ground, and try to escape the school. It was. I mean I didn't explain it very well, but it was like one of those escape games. But it was so fun. I remember playing so many. I had so many memories playing those. I remember playing. There was like 5 or 6 of them, and I would just there. It was great.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, there's so many good
The animation
titles.
was so cool. Yeah.
Oh, dude, all the old Flash anime, like just animation in general, just paved the way for these like great like games that are like low budget, that kind of stuff, but they're
Yeah.
just so much fun to play. Like they were so good.
Did you
Um,
ever play the whack your games? It's like whack your
no,
ball.
no,
They were really kind of gory. I probably should have been playing at my age, but you would like it was one of those games. So there was like 15 or 10 or 15 different objects around the area, and let's say you're in an office space. This is whack your boss or whatever,
yeah,
and you could a stapler, and there would be one gory kill with a stapler, and then there's a ruler. There would be a different original kill with the ruler, and it was probably not the best for me playing it that young, but it was so fun. I'm not gonna lie. I remember
that
watching the Jacksepticeye played him. Actually, I remember watching him on
that
his
kind of
channel.
reminds me of Kick the Buddy.
Kick the Buddy. Oh my god, I love. Yeah, kind of similar to Kick the Buddy. Yeah, where you gotta like get different objects and you just destroy the buddy with them.
Yep.
I loved Kick the Buddy, dude.
There was this one game that I used to play. It was Raft Wars,
Oh, Raft Wars. I remember that game
and
actually.
you'd
Yeah.
essentially like you were like a command of like a three-person raft, and you had to like angle the shots right and stuff like that to be able to hit the people on the other boats off the
Yes.
raft. And
I
it was
love
like
games.
it was so like the dialogue was so funny, and it was just
Oh, I
like
can't think of the dialogue.
it was so
I don't think
stupid. But like
animation.
you'd shoot like rubber ducks at them or something like that, or you'd be your boat would originally be a rubber duck or something like that, and it was just so stupid, but it was so fun going
Yeah,
and
that's
progressing in that game. And jeez, all the memories, so many good
oh
times.
man,
So
a lot of good memories.
there was did you ever play like the two-player like tank games that you would play on one keyboard?
Oh, was it kind of similar to that where you would like aim your shot and try to hit the person with the
Uh,
tank?
similar to that, but it was more like, We Play, how you had like that tank game. It was very similar to
Yeah.
that, but it was just on
Oh, okay.
PC. So one person would use WASD and then the
Yeah.
E button to shoot, and the other person would use the arrow keys and the space bar to shoot. So you could play two
That's
people
cool.
on one game, and like me and my buddy Mike, we would play it at like the computer lab all the time and just play like the tank game and just 1v1 each other all day long. It was
Yeah, I
so
might be
much
getting it
fun.
mixed up with the We Play game, but I think I do remember playing that game with my brother younger. Just because we were always trying to find two-player games, and there wasn't many where they would have WASD and the arrow keys. But now, like every two-player game's like that. But like back then, it was like, let's go, a game where you can play with two players.
So many classic titles. But dude,
So many.
going back to Happy Wheels though, I mean,
Oh yeah.
oh dude, so much fun. Honestly, that was a lot of gore at such a young age.
That was a very gory game. Yeah, there's a lot of gory games that I
Did
played with
you
that.
ever run into any like horror games that you didn't mean to run into as a kid that kind of like freaked
I
you out?
remember. Because horror was actually one of the genres I didn't really get into until I was a little bit older. Probably because my parents both, my dad liked it when he was younger, and so did my mom. But when
Yeah.
they got older, they weren't really, so they never showed us movies like that. And I think it was just, and then I don't know if I even, I don't know what happened, but maybe I just never recollected that horror was a genre for so long, and I just never like looked at those types of games.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember if there's any horror game that I specifically remember when I was young, young. I guess like they're not really. That's not really horror, actually. No,
Cuz
do you
I
have any that you can think?
yeah, cuz me being a
Oh,
what's up?
I just thought of Slender Man. I thought of Slender Man actually.
Oh
Slender
yeah.
Man Pages or whatever. I found that that was like before I was really into horror, and that was like one of the very first horror games I remember trying and being scared as heck, man. Like that game was
When the
terrifying.
static showed on screen and then the
Oh my god, I
fuzzing and all that
love.
stuff. But
Oh god.
I growing up, like, you know how I was talking about that Flash Sonic game that I used to play? Well,
Yeah.
somehow, some way I like ran into like some Flash game that was like based off of, if you know, like the Tails doll creepy pasta. It's kind of like
Oh,
it's a weird creepy pasta
I don't
that's
think I've seen
based
that creepy
around like
pasta.
this doll that's in the Sonic R racing game. But essentially, like in the game, it like started off all normal, like a normal Sonic game, and then I was playing as Tails, and then out of nowhere, the doll just became demonic, and it freaked the heck out of like my 5-year-old self.
Was it like the one with like the blood coming out of his eyes and
Yeah, I
stuff?
think so.
Oh
So
snap! I think I saw a video on YouTube them talking about that,
I
but
don't
I never
know,
played it myself.
but I played that when I was like really young because I was just trying
That
to
must have
find
been
the
so
Sonic Flash game, and dude, that
right.
freaked me the heck out.
Yeah, that's
Internet
funny.
is a dangerous place for a young kiddo. But
Especially there wasn't as many restrictions back then either.
oh yeah, no,
Like
definitely
my
not.
parents didn't really have any restrictions, so we could really access whatever.
But it definitely did kind of suck having to miss out on a lot of like the good PC games and then playing like Gary's Mod in its peak and different things like that because that's one that I want to go back. I have it bought
Gary's,
and everything like that. I just need to download
yeah.
it and actually play it and see what it's
Oh
up.
man, I remember those Gary's Mod videos used to be all
So
over
all the
YouTube, all over.
Vanoss and stuff like that videos. So
I never
good.
played it either. Wait, did you not? You just said you didn't play it either when you were younger.
Nope, because I didn't have
Yeah,
Steam. I couldn't download it onto the.
yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
I used to play a lot of the. Did you ever play like the Lego games that they would make for the browser?
Okay. Oh, for the browser.
Yeah, like Lego.com. You could just go and play games on Lego.com or on like CartoonNetwork.com or different
Oh
things
my
like
god,
that, dude.
dude! I was gonna want to talk about that. Yeah, like I remember going on CartoonNetwork.com all the time, DisneyChannel.com to play all the games they had on those websites, as well as ScoobyDoo.com, which I don't think is even around anymore. But it had like all the Scooby Doo shows and all the games, and I loved those. I played those games for hours, and I could never beat them, so my dad would have to help me. I remember that as a vivid memory. Like they were like puzzle games,
Yeah.
so he'd say, "Dad, help!" And he'd be like, "All right, all right,
I got you. Strap in.
I got
Sit down, buckle up, take a seat, and we got this.
you." Yeah,
Essentially, like with the Lego ones, like I love Lego Star Wars and I always have.
yeah.
And like even back in like the day, like there was like these browser games that were like it was like Lego Star Wars Ultimate Lightsaber Duel. and it was like you had to hit like the arrow keys in time to perform your attacks correctly, and like you would pick
Oh
either one
snap!
of four light side characters or one of four dark side characters, and then you progressed to as far as you could go, and it was really fun growing
That
up. Like I
sounds
loved that game a lot. And then there was different ones where you would like, as the years went on, they were promoting different products. Like you could fly like the different ships that they would come out with or do different things like
oh,
that.
that's cool.
So it was all, I mean, I was always big into Lego games, so it was always cool getting like that little snippet of it here
Yeah,
and
that
there
is
where you
cool.
could. So like there was like
Yeah,
minifig creators and stuff like that that I used
yeah,
to go
yeah. I
and
remember
do.
that.
So those are
Yeah.
always cool.
I think I did go on Lego.com a couple times, but I not very much, so I don't remember much of the games. And I think I had a bunch of Legos when I was young, but I just never put two and two together that they had a whole website where you could play games. That would have been so cool if my little brain could figure that out.
They also had like a place where you could create like your own custom Lego sets, like make it from scratch, but like literally the smallest custom Lego set cost a fortune in the beginning, and I don't even know if they
Uh,
still have that anymore. And it was just
that would
like
have been cool.
it was cool to design different things. I mean, it was like my
You
first.
wouldn't be able to actually get the Lego cell, right? Or you
Yeah,
just
you
design.
could order it.
Oh,
It was just a matter of, well, A, the bricks that they had were extremely limited, and two, it was extremely expensive. So
yeah.
that was something I messed around with because I like doing like the Roblox like world creator and stuff like that for a
Yeah.
period of time. But again, you had to have like a monthly membership to do anything more than just the base world.
Right. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Roblox Studio. I remember trying
Yep,
to make
Roblox
Roblox
Studio.
levels.
So
Roblox Studio.
so many good Roblox horror games, dude.
Oh my God, Roblox horror games. Oh, jeez.
Slender Man ones on there. The ones where it's like, can you survive the killers?
Oh yeah, can you survive the killers? I forgot about those ones. Yeah.
Is it you?
Oh, I just saw the one on Roblox actually that I played a lot when I was younger. Kind of
Yeah.
like in it was like a murder mystery. It was like a murder mystery
Ooh,
thing where like
I
it
like
would be
the
like
murder.
yeah, it's kind of like Mafia where like one person's the murderer and then like the other ones are survivors. One's a sheriff, something like that. You know,
Gotcha.
you gotta get the killer. It's kind of like Among Us. I guess. Before Among Us. Sus.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us. If I drink this Among Us potion at 3 a.m., what will
Oh
happen?
God, the 3 a.m. videos. That's like a whole nother video. Yeah.
Oh god, dude. That's just terrible.
That yeah.
If I play
Oh,
this
dude.
game at 3 a.m., I think I would die.
I think I would die. Buying a girlfriend off the black market.
Buying a girlfriend at the back market at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Oh my
Among Us
God.
potion. So
Were there
stupid.
actually Among Us posted videos?
Dude,
Who would do
yeah, it
that?
was so
Oh my
bad. I
God.
still see the meme to this day. It's so
God.
stupid. Because
I
it's
remember those
like,
3 a.m.
it'll be like,
sleeping.
yo, go play with your cousin. He's not that weird. And it'll be like, the cousin, if I took these protein, it's like, it's so stupid.
Oh my
I
gosh.
think that playing these flash games and that kind of stuff really introduced me to the internet as a whole and really got me into everything that it was all about. I mean, good, the bad. I mean, they're just all over the place. But I mean,
Definitely got
overall,
me into gaming and wanting to like see, ooh, I want a console. I want to see what else there is besides like these flash games and stuff like that.
yeah. Because I mean, like before, it's like I didn't have a console or anything like that. I mean, technically, my
Yeah.
first console was my dad's and it was a PS1. But
Oh, that's
again, I
cool.
barely played that. And then my little brother went and broke my Spider Man game for it. So
Oh, the Spider-Man game for it. I thought. Did you ever have like one of those joysticks? Those like one of those joysticks where it was like a Spider-Man joystick and it was like a bunch of
oh
Spider-Man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The plug and plays.
Yeah, the plug and plays.
Ooh,
Yeah.
the
Did you ever have
plug
one
and
of those?
plays. Yes, I loved
I had a
plug.
Scooby-Doo one. I
I had,
loved it.
I had what was it? I had Shrek one,
Oh yeah,
legendary. I
Shrek
wish
one.
I had that
That's
Shrek one.
that is
That's
legendary.
goat.
I know. I don't have any
Um,
of mine left, dude. I wish I
I had the Spider-Man 3, like the black Spider-Man symbiote one.
Oh, that's sick.
And that game was really fun because it would switch from like being a side to side platformer beat 'em up to like having like sections where you'd be like swinging across the city and trying to get as many power up. Like it was really fun. And then
That
there was
is really.
also one that I used to play that was a Star Wars Revenge of the Sith one.
They had a Star Wars one?
Yeah, they
Oh,
had a lot
wow.
of Star Wars ones, but it had like Darth Vader's head, and like that one was so fun. I remember trying so hard to go as far as I could into it, but then battery acid got to it because they all were
Uh,
double A's and crap like that.
oh yeah. That was
So yeah, that was.
yeah.
But I remember there was like the plug and plays that you'd get from like CVS and stuff like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that had
Can't
like
find them
different.
anywhere anymore.
You'd have like some of the more classic like games like Sega Genesis games and different things like that. Like I remember playing Sonic on there on one of those classic ones
Really? Oh,
growing
they were
up.
kind of like crap, I can't think of what they're called now, but they had a bunch of games on them or whatever.
Yeah, they had like a bunch of games on them and stuff.
Yeah,
So it was yeah, those plug and plays were definitely something else, but they were a lot of fun. But
they were.
it's so much history in gaming and stuff like that. And
What
going
what
back,
was your
what's up?
what was your first console that you got like for yourself or
For
like your brother you got?
okay, so the first one I got was a Game Boy Color that my mom
Game Boy
got
Color.
from a yard sale, and
Oh really?
it was that atomic purple color, like the see-through
Dang.
color, like the see-through purple.
Yeah.
And then I had Croc 2 for it, the game, and then I also had Super
Not
Mario
too.
Bros. Deluxe, and
Oh
used to play
nice.
that for it, which is just like a reskinned version of the original one for the NES. I remember playing that a lot as a kid, but then like the first like major consoles that we got was my parents got me and my brothers and my siblings the Wii and DS for Christmas.
Yep.
I
Me
think that
too,
that
boy.
was a lot of people's like first major console.
Yeah. It was DS and Wii. Yeah, DS. I think I got the DS before the Wii,
Yeah.
but DS and Wii, they were really close together. I remember they were my first two consoles, 100%.
Yeah, because we got them
So many.
both for Christmas at the same year because my mom like got them on
Oh,
a really good sale or something like that. So she was like,
really?
but it was dude, so many good memories with those consoles, playing Wii Sports with the family, playing
Oh my
staying up
God.
late and trying to hide the DS under the covers so that mom didn't see I
Yeah.
was trying to play Lego Star Wars late at night. Accidentally
Oh my
hitting the
God.
volume slider and then it goes to max.
I feel that, dude. I feel that. I
But
remember playing so much Lego Indiana Jones. I had like what? It's Lego Indiana Jones, Mario Kart. I
yep.
remember playing Mario Kart
I
so
played the
much.
crap
Yes.
out of Lego Indiana Jones for the Wii. That was
Oh
like
my,
one of the first games that I saved my money up for and was like, I am going to
really?
get this game. And then I
You
played
you
like
got it
I
when it came out?
not when it came out. It was after it came
Oh,
out, but it was like I 100%ed it. I had like the max amount of studs that you could get because I would just go in and replay the levels and try to get unlock new secrets and stuff like that because I was
yep.
even back then I was obsessed with trying to unlock the hidden secrets and not 100% it.
That's awesome, dude. I wish I was like that when I was younger. I didn't get more like that till I was older, but that's
But
awesome.
it I mean I kind of fell out of it as I got older just knowing that like a lot of games these days it's like yeah, you gonna have to make this a full-time job if you want
It's a lot
to
of work.
get anywhere close to achieving all the 100%. But
Seriously, yeah. It was a lot easier back then to 100%.
it's just really cool how all this stuff stems from our love of gaming that came from browsers and these
Yeah.
easy to make browser games that and frankly with the loss of flash a few years back it's I know that there are still plenty of games out there and stuff like that but I just wonder how different it is compared to how it used to be when it comes to the ease of making these games because it used to be like
Yeah.
people like you and me would be making these games left and right because they were just so easy to make
Yeah.
and
And
then
yeah, and there wasn't like a no one like cared. You could like literally make anything, and it ended up being like the best thing ever. Like Henry Stickman, like that was like homemade. I mean, I'm not. He probably put a lot of work into that, obviously, but like I'm
yeah
just like it was a lot easier to like come up with something like that. Like you probably couldn't come up with that today and it be as well loved as it was back then.
yeah there just isn't the fan base. I mean, there is the fan base for it. You just gotta know where to look, but it's just not
Yeah.
as big as it used to be. And maybe I'm saying that because I'm older and I have a
Yeah.
much bigger
Could be.
eyesight on how everything is and the complete scope of the gaming industry as a whole and how much actually goes into it. But I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely does make you very nostalgic for those games of just, between doing homework assignments, hopping on and trying to play a Star Wars role playing Roblox game or different something like that, or trying to grind out a Naruto Roblox game and try to play it as much as you can, like when nobody was
Yeah.
looking, or play Happy Wheels. Like, there's just something else about it. And hitting that
Nostalgia at its
nostalgia,
finest.
yes.
Yep.
And I feel like these days it's hard to get that. And I don't know. I mean, I know that you can play like browser version of Minecraft and stuff like that, and browser versions of different games, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to see where the gaming industry in 2024 brings us and see if there is a possible resurgence in those type of games. I mean, personally,
Like that does happen all the time. It's
I've
very
been
possible.
looking more on the platform Game Jolt, which is a lot more of like indie games, indie developed games, those kind of things. And I would really like to start doing, like, how you have your series with classic games like this. I would like to start a series going through different horror games or different games like that
Yes.
on Game Jolt that are, you know, probably not the best made, but it's an experience for us both to figure out. And I think that that would be
Game
a
Game
what
Jolt. What's Game Jolt?
it's a games launcher. So it's like
Oh.
it's like Steam but for indie titles,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's free to download and stuff like that. So I want to go through one title that's been on my to play list for a long time is the Day Shift at Freddy's games, which is like a
Ooh.
Five Nights at Freddy's
Heard
fan
about those.
game, which is just a giant parody, and it's just I've watched videos on it. It makes me
Yeah.
laugh
Pretty hard
really
videos.
hard, and I would love to go through and play it. But I mean, that's just got to save for that series, and we'll get
Yeah.
there when we get there. But
I love indie games, dude. I'm glad you're tackling those because indie games, they're just so good. Like you can always tell
and
they got like some love put into them.
there's such a large market of indie games that don't get light shown on them, and I
For
think
real.
that working with these people and doing that stuff would be great opportunity to be able to expose them and get them light, and also potentially give us a lot of fun games that we're able to play and show you guys. So
Exactly.
but we will see how all that stuff shakes out. But overall, I would say still setting up a
Yeah.
lot of stuff, but we're figuring it out and we'll get there. So,
Yeah.
thank you guys
Very
again.
well put.
And yeah, see you guys and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.
Peace.